Hi guys, I hope you're all well, and today I'm going to be trying something new, and I'm going to be reviewing the new Muppets movie, which is obviously called The Muppets. And I'm really sorry if in this video my voice is a bit croaky. I've been having a really sore throat and cough over the past few days, so if my voice does sound really croaky, I'm really sorry. But I can't help it, but I still wanted to make some videos. So before I start the review, I'm just going to show you these pyjamas that I got at the Disney store after I watched the movie. The long sleeve pyjamas, they were £16, and on here we've got Gonzo, Fozzie Bear, Animal and Kermit the Frog, and on here we've got the same characters as well. And yeah, I've just bought them because I needed some new pyjamas and they were really cute. I thought they were really sweet and really adorable. So that's the pyjamas. So now we're going to get on to the review. Okay, so this movie, it doesn't have a really complicated storyline, but there's just a lot going on at the same time. So I'm just going to talk about the basic story, the most main story, which is about the Muppets, you know, coming back into fame again and stuff like that. So here goes my version of the storyline. Okay. So Gary, Mary and Gary's brother Walter, who's the newest guy, it's him. They go to LA for Gary and Mary's anniversary, and they go to the Muppet Studios there, but they can only find like an old abandoned dusty place that is not used anymore, and it's really old and sad. And when they go on a tour of the Muppet Studios, Walter overhears this oil tycoon called Tex Richman, and he hears him saying that he's conned the Muppets into him buying the studios so that he can knock down the studios and drill for oil, because he said to the Muppets, I'm going to make this studios into a Muppet museum, but actually he's going to knock it down to the ground and get the oil from underneath the Muppet Studios. And Walter's just so upset about this because he's the biggest Muppet fan ever, so he has to get hold of all the Muppets with the help of Gary and Mary. He has to get hold of all the Muppets so that they can raise the $10 million that's needed to buy the studios back off Tex Richman and to claim back the Muppets name. And they have to put on a show to raise that kind of money. And Kermit actually reveals to them that he hasn't seen the Muppets in a long time. But the basic story after that is, will they be able to get hold of all the Muppets and be able to put on a show and raise all the money that they need to get the studios back off Tex Richman, or will the Muppet name be lost forever? And it's a really good story. It's a clever script. Adults will like the script as well. I know my mum and dad like the script as well, so that was really good that it appeals to everybody, not just little kids and that. So yeah, I think the storyline was a really good storyline, and I would definitely recommend the movie for its storyline because it's absolutely brilliant. I love the storyline. So now I'm going to talk about the characters in the movie. That was my version of the storyline there, with a lot of ums in. I'm so sorry. I just say so much. So I'm really sorry for all the erming. Right, okay, so now we're going to get on to the characters. And I would say that the movie focuses on the Muppets as a whole. It doesn't really focus on quite a lot of characters. It focuses on loads of Muppets, which I think is brilliant. There's a lot of Muppets in the movie, and especially some rare ones as well, which is really good that Disney, I think it's Disney, that have thought about this. they've thought about the rare Muppets as well, because the rare Muppets are still Muppets, aren't they? So it's great that they've been thought about and they've been covered as well in the movie. So I'm just going to pick out some Muppets from here, because this is the best picture. So on here we've got Scooter there, Animal, Miss Poogie, Gonzo, the Swedish Chef, Rudy Grudy, Sam the Eagle, New Zealand, Fozzie Bear, Walter, Dr. Teeth, and I think Gary's holding, is it Rizzo? Yeah, it's Rizzo. Oh, and here we've got Janice, Rolf, and Kermit, which is really, really good. And then this big blue guy, he's actually a really, really rare Muppet that not very many people know about, and he's called Thog. And I actually googled him after the movie to see what he was like, and I got quite a lot of information on Thog, so I was happy with that. So I would say, though, if the movie focused on certain characters, it would have to be Kermit, Walter, Miss Piggy, and Fozzie Bear. So, like Walter, that's a really cute picture. Let's show you that. Oh, and these three. An Animal is quite main as well, but Gonzo isn't that main to say that he's a really main character in quite a lot of the movies. That's fine. So yeah, so focus mostly on Walter and his human brother and his brother's girlfriend Mary, played by Amy Adams. So yeah, so on Walter, Fozzie, Miss Piggy and Kermit. I think that's really good because I love Fozzie. Anything with Fozzie in, I'll laugh, even if it's not funny. So now we're going to talk about the human characters. We've got Mary there, played by Amy Adams, and Gary there, played by Jason Segel, and they played those characters absolutely brilliantly. I think that they were such good sports. You could tell that they were such fans of Muppets. You could tell that they loved every minute of filming the film. So that's brilliant. It's good to be a good sport, because if you're working with Muppets, you've just got to be so fun, and they definitely were brilliant choices to play Mary and Gary. So I was really, really impressed. And there's some touching scenes with Mary and Gary, but they're just so funny, they're so hilarious, and they don't take themselves too seriously with the songs as well, which is really, really good, because they'll just say, yeah, I just sung a full song about that. So that's really, really good. And they both have really, really good voices, and that surprised me with Jason Segel, because I'd not really heard him sing before. But we all know that Amy Adams has got a really, really nice voice, because she played Giselle in Enchanted. And I don't know whether you know, but I'm an Enchanted holic. I love Enchanted. It's like one of the first Disney movies I properly sat down and watched, and one of the first ones, I think it was the first one that I ever got on DVD. So I love Enchanted so much. I think it's brilliant. So yeah, those are my overall thoughts on the characters. I didn't go into much detail on them, so sorry about that, but I'm just trying to make this review as condensed as possible, or else it will go past the video limit. Okay, so now I'm going to talk about the songs in the movie. I will say that overall all the songs are absolutely brilliant, and I could definitely not pick a favourite. Some are hilarious, some are touching, some are quite sad, but overall the songs are just absolutely brilliant. I'm just going to tell you some songs that stood out for me. So Life's a Happy Song stood out for me because it's just so fun, so entertaining, so lively. It will make you feel really, really happy inside, and that's just a great start to the movie. And then another one that stood out for me was Pictures in My Head, which is sung by Kermit the Frog when he reveals to Walter, Mary and Gary that he hasn't seen the Muppets in a long time, and that he just misses the Muppets, and that's a really sad song. It's quite an emotional song, but it's Also funny in a good way as well. There's some funny moments in that song, so that's brilliant. Another one was Me Party, which is really fun song sung by Mary and Miss Piggy, and that's kind of saying, you know, I don't need you and I can still have a party. I'll have fun without you, and it's just a really fun song, and that song will definitely get stuck in your head if you go and see the movie. And I'm just gonna say that the what is it called? Oh yeah, the rap that Tex Richmond does, Let's Talk About Me, is really funny as well. And every song in the Muppet Telethon is just, oh, they're brilliant, especially the Barbershop Quartet song. That's hilarious, especially with Beaker. You'll know what I mean when you see the movie. So yeah, I thought the songs were so brilliant. I think that they were the best songs I've ever seen in a Muppet movie, maybe even better than the Muppets Christmas Carol, which is quite a good thing for me to say, because I absolutely adore the songs in Muppets Christmas Carol. So I thought the songs were absolutely brilliant. So just to round this review off, I would say that this is a brilliant movie. It's so feel good, so fun, so happy, and it's a really clever movie as well, because it's got a really inventive storyline that I really enjoyed, and I'm going to rate it 10 out of 10, which is really good for me, because I don't usually think movies are that brilliant. Well, I do, I love movies, but I don't usually rate them that high. So yeah, I was so excited about this movie, and it definitely lived up to my expectations. So yeah, that's the end of the review, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for sitting through the whole review. I know it's been so long, and let's thank Donald for being our picture model today. And yeah, thank you for your feedback, and thank you for your support over like the last few weeks for my videos and my channel. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the review. Bye!